Hi everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So this is the first layout that I'm doing for my for the Love of Homemade kits, and this is the first video that I have done that I have totally ruined the layout and I had to throw it away. And I wanted I debated on even whether to post this or not, but I wanted to go ahead and do it. Just because, I just need to show you what happened to my stuff. And anyway, so here we go. So this is a photo of my niece's twin girls, and they are just so precious. I think it was last summer, and she got a really good shot of them up close. And I'm going through everything that I had. I chose to use the beautiful wood grain paper and that light pink with white hearts paper as a strip down the middle. It's about 5 inches wide. And I'm just going through everything that I had pulled out. And I loved it that I had pulled out so many more things than I did last month. And I'm just kind of going through everything. So I wanted to use one of the twos, and it's kind of an orange color. And then I have the word happy, which is a die cut. And then that little green banner is one of the watercolor elements I pulled out. And then I end up making that marble piece into a banner as well. And then I've got the tag, and I do end up getting some twine, which is a little unusual for me. Sometimes I don't mind not having a twine in my tags. So instead of using that card, I'm going to use this the green element. Um, oh goodness, I can't remember what it says. I had to throw it away. So exist. Well, we'll see it here in just a minute. Exist to be happy. And I'm sorry, I can't read the rest of it. And because it is an acetate piece and it's hard to, glue things down without the glue showing, I decided to use my tiny attacher. And then here's my one opportunity to use the ribbon. And I'm actually using a sketch. It is by Page Maps. And normally I would put that on here, but because I ended up not using it at all, um, I I would hate to give them a bad name after what I did. And you'll see here, it's at the end, of course, but um, and my kitten Sophie, she does make a couple appearances, and as much as I would love to blame her for the mishap, it's not. So I'll admit it. I'll be truthful. As parents, it's so easy to blame the kids. Yeah. So no, it's not going to be her fault at all. And I love using the ATG gun because it does make the paper repositional, and it does look a little crooked, and it is a smidge crooked, and I am not going to worry about it. It was like a cent, well, 0.1 centimeter. And I thought, no, I am not messing with that. So this paper that I'm putting down right now, I didn't show that in my kit reveal, but it was an extra little piece that I had. And so I didn't cut into that big 12 by 12 paper. Now I wanted to have some elevation to my photo, and for some reason I can't find my foam tape, but I do use cardboard a lot. So I get this for free from my work. And so I just cut it up into you know, the size that I need. I like it so much better than little foam sheets. I cannot stand that. I don't know, go figure. I wish that I tolerated it, but I gave it a good go for about a year, and I just couldn't handle it. All right, go ahead and putting everything back down, making this into a banner like I said. And I'm liking how this is looking. Yeah, the tag is going to kind of go off to the side. And oh my goodness, I got some washi tape in my Freckle Farm blooper kit, and I'm actually using some, which is so unusual for me. So I thought, wow, I was kind of impressed. So of course I got these from my Freckle Fawn blooper kit as well as the cameras, and I want to go ahead and use both of those on this layout, and I do. And here's Sophie to start with, and sometimes she just wants attention. I thought I would just pet her, and then she kind of moves on. Well, I ended up having to get her off the table completely. So going back to where I was, gluing everything down, and I believe the only thing that I have on the cardboard for now is the photo. Everything else is flat. I really do. And so what I'm wanting to title this is Two Happy Girls. So it was easier for me to use wet glue on the number 2 as well as on the word happy than to use my ATG gun. And this is the alpha. And I thought about I was going to add some ink to them, but I ended up just leaving them white. And I really liked the way that it looked. And I will be honest with you, the only thing that I was able to salvage was those 3, like where I am right now, the 2 banners and the tag and the 2 happy girls. Everything else was ruined. It was so sad. And then Sophie comes back. Oh, my stars. For some reason, this weekend was really cold, and I don't know if she was just trying to be underneath my lights. They're not warm by any means, but I, I think that whenever it's cold like this, she likes to be real close to me, and her sitting on my table is where she likes to be anyway. All right, so here putting some of these plus signs, just adding a little bit of texture. I love the foaminess of those. And then the cameras. I do 2 cameras. So I thought I was going to put some sequins on, but I decided to go ahead and just elevate those banners. And instead of doing them individually, I just did them as a group like that. I kind of curl up the edges a little bit. And I put the date that this was, the photo was taken. And I love to outline my papers. And I'm really liking the way that this is looking, but I feel like it still needed a little something. So I pulled out this spray. Let me tell you what the name of it is. It is a Vibes called Snowstorm. And I wasn't sure if it was going to actually stay white, but it really did. Well, so now I'm going to try these eyelets, and I think I'm going to be so creative, and I'm going to put an eyelet through the the lens of the camera. And it has been so long since I've used this tool. It took me a while to figure out how to do it. I knew how to punch the hole, but then how to make the eyelet flat in there. It didn't turn out very well. It could be because it was a puffy camera, and it could be me because I haven't done it in so long. So I chose to do their pink heart eyelets, and I have one that's around the tag on the right-hand side, and the one that's going in the camera, and then there's a third one, and it is right underneath the word girls. And I think I'm gonna, not quite sure how I'm gonna do it. So a place where I'm going to punch the hole, and then this is where the mishap happens. I put it in slow motion, And there's my wine. I was drinking wine when I was making this, and it just ruined everything. So, so I don't know if I'll be drinking wine again, when I'm making my pages, but it would have been such a lovely page if I was able to complete it. Well, thanks for sticking with me to the end, and I would love it if you would leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.